Yo, what it do, y'all? It's your boy, Kenny. The Scream 6 hype train ain't stopping no time soon. It's time for us to get into this full trailer breakdown. I'm going to get into all the shot by shot, get into all the crazy theories, all the things I noticed, things you may have noticed, things I might have heard other people say that I thought were interesting. But for the most part, it's going to be my own observations and things that I picked up in the trailer. And if you picked up any Easter eggs, references, details, clues, anything, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys noticed in the trailer itself. And we're just going to kind of go straight shot by shot, you know what I'm saying? We're going to kind of just throw it in here, and we're going to kind of go shot by shot and go in real time, sort of, and just kind of get into all the details and kind of point out everything that stuck out to me and little things that I noticed. And yeah, so with no further ado, let's get into it, and let's start breaking this down. And then I'm going to throw up a couple of those Entertainment Weekly images as well. We're going to kind of get into some of those because there's some interesting details that kind of goes as a nice companion piece to the trailer. So we're going to get into that at the end, and then we'll wrap it on up. But let's get into this trailer, guys. Let's do this thing. So we start off with that shot of New York City, and then you got Sam and Tara running in like, yo, there's a motherfucker trying to kill us. And then you got the guy from the Bronx over here like, what's up, guy? What you want? And Ghostface says, get the fuck out of my way. See, this Ghostface doesn't give any shits or any fucks, man. He's coming in like, the fuck you looking at, bro? Get the fuck out of here. Stabs homie in the stomach, and everyone's like, fuck these girls. I'm out of here. And they're like, yep, everyone's running the fuck out. That's NYC for you right there. And he's coming after him in this bodega, which is kind of crazy, dude. This Ghostface is so savage. He or she or they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, dude. Have you ever seen Ghostface in any of these installments, guys, for all my horror fans, Scream fanatics like myself? Have we ever seen Ghostface in public chase someone into a store and still go after him? That's fucking crazy. I get this is like almost like a liquor store. That's essentially sort of what bodegas are. It's kind of like a quasi small mom and pop grocery store mixed with a liquor store kind of situation. But it's like, bro, like he don't give a fuck, dude. It's probably nighttime, but still, holy shit, man. Who the fuck is this Ghostface? Seriously. But let's keep this thing moving here. So they're like, oh shit, homie got the shotty. The clerk says, I don't give a fuck what you doing. You ain't robbing me today, motherfucker. Shoots at him with the shotty, and this dude's packing, you know what I'm saying? Another great accuracy to people that own liquor stores, bodegas, and East Coast shit. I'm telling you, you going anywhere in one of these places and you trying to start some shit, you gonna get a gun pointed in your face or get an ass whooping, dude. I heard about a guy down in Montclair or Upland or Claremont body slammed some dude that was trying to steal some beer out of the store he worked in this little liquor store. And he just works there. And this is California, y'all. We over here on the west side, you know what I'm saying? We on the west coast. So that just goes to show you right there. Ain't giving no fucks, but he just ducked on some straight up Batman Begins shit. His ass is gone. They're like, where the fuck's he at? And there he is. Bam, bitch. This Ghostface ain't playing. Shoots him upside the fuck. Shoots him point blank in the dome. Point blank in the dome. This shit is crazy. Blood splattering everywhere. Jeez, this is crazy. And here we go again. He got the shotty now, and he's like, all right, where are these bitches at? I'm like, oh, shit. And that was a little tease they put out the other day on social media to kind of tease for the trailer that dropped today. But god damn. And then Tara's fucking putting her hand on glass, and she's like, shh, keep it quiet, keep it quiet. Bam, he notices. And then we get, the obligatory studio shit. New York City once again. And right here is where Sam was talking about the fact that apparently this darkness is still looming inside her, but who's she talking to right there? Her mom? A therapist? Like, who's she talking to? I don't know, guys. I'm going to play a little bit of this audio real quick.
Side of me.
Oops, hold on.
I had this secret. There's a darkness inside of me.
We all know about Billy. What's up with this shot right here? You know what I'm saying? Because Is this at the end of the movie where she just went through all the shit and she's like, all I got is this goddamn mask to remember this shit by? You know, does Tara get taken out? Does her friends get taken out? Is it one of those movies where they just don't give a fuck and they taking out everybody? I doubt it. But it's a lot of interesting questions to be had with this shot here. And her talking about how this secret and this darkness that's still that's lurking inside me, and now it's followed me here. What does that mean? You know what I mean? Is she just referring to Billy in the way that she had to cut up her boyfriend when she finally found out what the deal was? Does she feel guilty about the way she fucked him all up like that? Richie deserved it, by the way. And spoiler alert if you didn't see Scream 5, I mean, you didn't have it literally a year. So I kind of put that on you. Spoiler alert, if you didn't want to know anything about Scream 6 or 5, you know. I'll put spoiler alert on the thumbnail. Y'all saw that, so fair warning, but just giving you a chance. If you don't want any spoilers and I spoiled anything for you this far, my bad, but make sure you step on out of here and come back in a later date. But if you don't care about any of that, and if you're already up to date like the rest of us, we should be all good. But yeah, man, so interesting things going on with Sam in this trailer. Very interesting stuff, and I love the way Melissa Barrera is able to play this. You don't know what side she's really on in this thing. You know, we figure she's the good girl. You figure she's a good person. She's the final girl. She's the leading lady. You figure that she's going to be on the good side of things, but there's a darkness with her, with the Billy Loomis aspect of her being his daughter and everything like that. So is that going to bring out some dark tendencies in a way that maybe she killed somebody or hurt somebody, and that brings out the Ghostface shit, and then she's like, oh no, or very interesting theories. You can get into a cobweb of theories with this character. So love that. Let's keep this moving here. So you got this shot here with Ghostface at the door, like kick in the door, wave in the fo. All you heard was Ghostface. Don't stab me no more, man. He's out. He's knocking at the door, man, and it ain't heaven's door. This girl wakes up like, oh shit, and then it looks like Chad's right behind her, and they look a little cozy, look a little cozy there. So that'll be interesting. I'm gonna keep tabs on that. And then you got Mindy right there, Jasmine Savoy Brown's character. Looks like she's always hooking up with people, man. I tell you, you need dating advice. Go to Mindy Meeks Martin. She's got you. She always got somebody on her arm, man. I tell you. And then you got Sam back there in the background, all alone. And then, Ghostface, man. And then there you go. Don't want to leave it on an unflattering image of it right there. Bam. First shot of Kirby, baby. Kirby Reed back in the flesh. We all knew she was confirmed to be alive on the little side YouTube recommended videos that we all see on our YouTube pages when Richie was over there doing his stab research, which I think in retrospect was him just nerding out over there, getting off on all the murders him and Amber have been committing. He's like, look at this stupid, dumbass stab aid. I hate this shit. I'm so glad we're taking this back. That's probably why he was actually watching it. Then he got a call and said, oh yeah, I'm researching. He's over there eating pizza and shit. Like, man, I can't wait till Amber kills some more people. I hope she got Dewey's ass. But there you go. Kirby got the dope-ass leather jacket. I love how Kirby's always styling up in here. And I've heard people complain or criticize Hayden Panettiere's hair. I don't think there's anything that looks wrong with it. I sometimes don't even notice when women are wearing wigs and these goddamn things. So, hey, who knows? Maybe I just don't know shit. I don't know what to look for. Her hair looks fine to me. It doesn't look as cool and iconic as her hairdo in 4, but that was kind of a clusterfuck in and of itself, because I still wonder how she got that hairdo and who came up with that hairstyle to begin with. I got to do some behind-the-scenes digging on Scream 4. We're going to do that. But anyway, there's our first shot of Kirby, and she's over here with her first line. I'm going to play a little more of that audio, too, so y'all can kind of get a refresher. But she has a really, really cool, simple line that we kind of seen coming, but I like the line and want to let her say it and deliver it in her Hayden Panettiere-ness.
We share a certain history.
Bam! All of our leading ladies up in here, minus Sydney, unfortunately. Y'all know all the behind-the-scenes drama, and if you don't know, apparently she didn't get the pay that she thought was she deserved at this point for the Scream 6. So she said, fuck all that. I'm out of here. Fuck this. I'm outie. If you don't want to pay me what I want, tell them something they don't know about me. I'm out of here. And yeah, she even unfollowed them. Radio Silence, the directors actually, Tyler Gillette and Matt Bertinelli Open. She actually unfollowed the guys too, apparently on social media. So who knows if we ever going to get Sidney back? We ever going to get Nev Campbell to want to return to the franchise? But she put out a statement saying that they didn't pay me what I felt I deserved. I feel like I'm a big reason and a big draw to part of the box office and the success of the films. I feel like I carried this franchise for 4 installments previously. I feel like I deserve that. I feel like this is a legacy character. I do deserve it. So, hey, don't know what the numbers were. I understand where she's coming from. I do think she's earned whatever she, unless she's asking for something astronomical that's completely ridiculous and doesn't make any sense because barely anyone gets paid that in the industry, male, female, doesn't matter, any race, whatever, then that's different. But if she was asking for something that's reasonable for somebody in her position and at the height of fame where she is, I went to Monster Palooza last year. Her line was the longest line in the fucking convention, okay? There's people that were there that have been in the acting and horror industry and genre way longer than her, and her impact is much bigger, man. Like, you can't take that away from Neve Campbell. She does have a legacy in this franchise, and this franchise's legacy goes hand in hand with Sidney. I'm not one of those fans that thinks we have to have Sidney in the Scream films to be good or to be great or that she's necessary, but I do think she plays a big part and is a huge part of the success and the ongoing success of the sequels. People do go back and love that character. Neve Campbell's character of Sidney Prescott is my favorite horror character, just about, if you're talking about like the protagonist, not the character like the killers or anything like that. If you're talking about final girls and the protagonists of horror films and film in general, Sidney Prescott has always been one of my favorite characters in fiction, period. So she does mean a big deal. She is a big deal. She does mean a lot to us fans. But hey, if she didn't get what she thought she deserved, I understand it. We got to move on. But there's so many dope characters in this franchise, so much new blood, so much fresh creative energy with Radio Silence, and all these great young actors like Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera, Samara Weaving's going to be popping up in here. Tony Revolori's going to be in here. We'll see them in a bit. We got a lot of great talent in this. And don't take anything away from Melissa Barrera, there you go. She's very talented, sings, dances, acts. She's a very talented woman, so I don't want to take anything away from the cast we got here. And Hayden Panettiere coming back from Scream 4. She's an awesome actress in her own right. So it's cool to get Kirby coming back. We got Gale kind of keep holding it down for the Holy Trinity that is now a holy duo, that is now a single thing right now for the meantime. But Sidney's still out there alive with her good old Mark Kincaid and her daughters. But you got to assume she's going to get back in the mix at some point if they can fix things behind the scenes, because she said in the last film, as long as Ghostface is out there, my family ain't safe. So where's Sidney at in this one? Other than, I'm saying story-wise, did they write a reason for her not to be in here, or she isn't aware of what's going on, right? She could take a flight to New York, so anything's possible. She could be on the East Coast and drive up there. We don't even know where the hell she was at. So there's a lot of interesting details there. I wonder if Radio Silence is going to write in some kind of in-universe canon reason for her not being in the film to give that explainer, so the audience members that do know the actual behind the scenes, it will give us a good logical plot-driven reason why she's not in there, so then we can kind of let it go and kind of move on and put it behind us as we continue through the film. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes, but only time will tell. We got to wait till March 10th, March 9th for some of you lucky ones out there that might get a chance to see it Thursday night. I'll probably be doing the same thing. So until March 9th, March 10th, that weekend, we ain't going to know the answers, but we'll keep this thing rolling. I love this. I love this fucking graffiti mural of fucking Ghostface. What's your favorite scary movie? Fucking dope. Somebody better go do that somewhere. Since this film's like, somebody better go do that somewhere. Unsolicited or not, I'm just fucking around. But I hope somebody gets, like, I would pay somebody if I own a building to put that on the side of the building. I hope some artist gets commissioned to do it, or somebody commissioned the guy that did it in this movie, or a girl that did it in this movie to go do it somewhere. That lady or man killed it. I love that. Very interesting details and things that I'll get into in a bit. Cult to Ghostface, Scream 3, original concepts coming back around. We'll see. And we got this little elevator here, and this looks like this is going to be the main cast right here. This is kind of your main peeps. You got coming from left to right, or from your left to right, essentially. You got Tara over there, the great Jenna Ortega, all the way to your left. And then you got Kirby right next to her with her dope-ass leather jacket. And you got Mindy Meeks and Shad right there. You got Mindy, both of them in the center there. You got our kind of our main final girl, Sam right there in the front with her dope bomber jacket. You got Dermot Mulroney's character. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I'll look that up in a sec. And then you got Gale Weathers back there. She's always got to have a bright color on. You know, it's Gale Weathers, but at least has a little more toned down. And, you know, Courtney Cox does look good with that kind of purplish pink. So, yeah, they're all going through this kind of little shrine area. There's some really interesting things here. Oh, shit. Clicked the wrong thing there. No, wait. Whoops. Went too far ahead. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Bam. Interesting things, dude. Is that Billy's shirt? I think so. That's Dewey's. Oh, the mask from Scream 2. From the theater scene where Sidney flipped the fuck out. I didn't even pick this up when I watched the trailer twice earlier today. So there you go. Okay, what else we got back here? Okay, you got a flannel. I'm trying to remember who's wearing a flannel. Y'all let me know in the comments. I can't quite remember. What else we got in the background here? It looks like you might have Randy's green shirt from the original film. As we keep panning closer. And this must be all the different cloaks and costumes from all the previous Ghostface killers. Damn, look at Sam over there with her Timbs. Wu-Tang Clan shit. I like it. And then this is one of my favorite lines in the trailer. I want to play the audio of this shit for show. I love this line that Tara says. Not sure if they piece this together with different things or if this is even in context with the scene in the actual movie. This shrine thing, we're going to get back to that. It's very interesting. Got a theater-looking kind of thing going on here. And it has this rough around the edges look, but it still looks kind of professional at the same time. So I don't know if this is some kind of like Mystic Museum type, kind of underground, non-mainstream, like stab museum, or if it's like just an actual Ghostface cult, kind of almost like lair hangout situation, or did the killer make their own kind of twisted, you know, Stark Industries Batcave type spot, you know? It's very interesting because how many costumes you got right here? You got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. That checks out, right? 2 killers in the OG, 2 killers in 2, 1 in 3, 2 and 4. Yeah, 2 and 5. You got 9 killers, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 9 killers. So you got all the previous costumes from every killer, even from the last film with Amber and Richie. That's hella interesting. How did they get their hands on all that? Very interesting. Very fucking interesting, man. Oh, yeah, there's a line I wanted to play for you guys. I love that line. Here we go.
We've got to lure him in.
See, that sounded like they stitched that audio together from 2 separate clips and just crossfaded those. All my audio nerds, you know what I'm talking about.
We've got to lure him in. We execute him.
Yeah, that line before we got to lure him in, that was cut together from 2 different scenes. We got to execute him was what I believe what Tara was saying, because you could see her actually lipping it.
We execute him.
Yeah, see, like Jenna Ortega actually said that. So that doesn't seem like they just kind of ADR'd that in for the trailer. And then you got this new character right there. Going to be interesting to see what's up with him. And then you got Josh Segura. I actually kind of like that actor. I just seen him in She-Hulk recently. Not the best show per se, but he was awesome in it. And he's up in here, I think, as a detective, I believe. So I think him and Dermot Mulroney are detectives, if I'm not mistaken. So a little Detective Kincaid, Scream 3 kind of energy going on there. Oops, I didn't even have the audio on. My bad. Oh, yeah, I want to actually play the audio for this part. I'm going to let it play in a second. But yeah, you got the very first official phone call with Gale answering the phone with Ghostface and having a full-on conversation and exchange with him right before an attack. Because if I remember correctly, in Scream 2, she answers the phone, says maybe 1 or 2 lines, but then Dewey snatches the phone. Oh no, Randy snatches the phone, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she answers it, says like hello or some shit. And then Ghostface says like, oh, it's me or whatever the fuck. And then I think Randy snatches the phone and he talks to him the whole rest of the time. Or he's probably talking to Debbie Salt, but you get what I'm saying. He was talking to her, he was talking to him, he was talking to Ghostface. And then he's the one that got stabbed because Gale and Dewey went running around the campus at Windsor University and shit, and they're trying to find who's on the phone because they're attacking every kid with a cell phone. They even jumped on this white boy. He's like, God damn, man, I'm trying to talk to my mom. It's so funny. I was like that. He's like, I don't know what happened, Mom. They just fucking tackled me. It's funny. But yeah, so we get the first actual official phone call with Gale and Ghostface, which is awesome. But I'm going to play the audio of just this scene because there's a couple things I want to point out here, but I want to let it play out so y'all can hear it so I don't have to repeat the damn lines, you know. Oh, shit.
Let's play a game.
God damn it. There we go.
Hello.
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right? It never
wanna
works
play a
out for the
drinking game.
dipshit in the mask.
Woo, he got his ass, boy.
Maybe.
Who
But
is
there's
that?
never been one like me, Gale.
Woo! Dude gotta be dead or really fucked up, though. I like her place, though.
I'm something.
Gale got that money, boy. She said, man, Dewey, I don't know what the fuck's up with you, dog. We got a penthouse suite up in here. Shit, you really sure you want to leave? You fucked up on that, Dewey. I love you, brother. Rest in peace, but you fucked up on that.
Different.
That's why I'm gonna shoot you in the head.
Oh, damn it, I got the edited. Because she actually says shoot you in the fucking head, by the way. Yeah, man. So here we go with all the quick flashes. So before we get into that, interesting stuff, man. So you got this dude busting up into Gale's place. I wonder how they got up in there. And who's the dude that was in the background there? Is that Dermot Mulroney? Is that somebody else? Only time will tell. But it looks like Gale might have moved on unless she got some dude just working for her up in there. But he looked kind of cozy. Looked like he was dressed kind of cozy. So maybe she did move on and find somebody new. Or maybe she had somebody new even before Dewey died, and that kind of solidified that for her. It's going to be interesting to see where that goes. But Ghostface seems like he's a fighting ass up in this. He's blocking people and shit. Like, he's doing, like, legit blocks and shit. I'm like, did this Ghostface take some special, did he take some, the fuck's the word? Goddamn, self-defense classes or something? Is he in karate class? Jiu-jitsu shit? Like, what's going on here? Like, this Ghostface seems like he's very capable. He's blocking people from shooting him. He's beating the hell out of people. Just running straight at people and stuff like that. Killing people in the middle of bodegas and shit. Like, this Ghostface is brutal and does not give any fucks, man. It's kind of crazy. In a good way. So you got these quick flashes here. So you got the little projector thing with the Ghostface painting, whatever the hell it is, mural, whatever you want to say, or painting. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. This looks like it takes place in that creepy Ghostface Batcave looking place. So my question is, who is Tara looking at, and why is she looking like that? Because they're standing back to back. Somebody's right there, but is that a Ghostface like mannequin, or is that actually Ghostface? She looks terrified and scared shitless. Who the hell is Tara looking at? I don't know. You tell me. I think she's looking at another Ghostface because we got a cult, or at least a trio of Ghostface killers going on. We got a group of people in this for sure. I'm telling you now. Shit, climbing across on a fucking ladder, man. Sketchy shit. I might just let Ghostface come get my ass. I'm like, I don't want to fall from that. I'll let him stab me, or I'll beat his ass and run around. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to hide out and wait this out. But who is that in the window? That's what I want to see. I think it's one of those newer characters. I'm trying to catch it. Yeah, I think it's I think it's her girlfriend or something. But that girl that was with her girlfriend, you know what I mean. Damn, Mindy trying to climb across there in time. Oh, man. Hope they don't give our girl Mindy like that, boy. And goddamn, Sam's arm is covered in blood. And that looks like a mannequin for show. So maybe they were facing this way and it was just a mannequin earlier with her and Tara. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't know. She's pointing that gun at somebody and her arm is covered in blood. What the fuck happened there? It almost looks like she stuck her arm through a body or something. Like, holy shit, man. This is pretty crazy. I got 3 ideas with that. 1, she's the killer and she's been fucking up people. 2, she got the shit beat out of her or got her arm broken or cut severely and she's back in the action. Or 3, she did kill somebody but isn't the killer per se, but she did kill one of the Ghostface. If my cult of Ghostface theory that a lot of other fellow fans have had is true, I think she might have killed the fuck out of somebody. So we'll see.
You want me?
She got a twisted look right there, man. She's channeling a little bit of that Ski Ulrich Billy Loomis.
So let's
You know what I'm saying?
finish this.
That looks like it's at the same room where they're climbing out of when they put that ladder across the way there from the one apartment building to the other for the windows and shit. In another tight space. You got some Freddy Krueger energy. What is up with that look, man? What is up with that look? I'm gonna turn the audio off for a second, but what the hell is up with... Look at how she's looking at her. Look at how she's looking up at Sam, or I think it's Sam. Yeah, because the jeans and the arm being bloody, it looks like Sam. I'm gonna black nail polish. It's Sam. It's Sam. I cracked the code, guys. But the way that Jenna Ortega is looking at her, I'm like, what does that look mean, bruh? Like, what does that mean? What does it mean? I wish I can get a little clearer. Damn it, whatever. But, damn, like, that look almost looks like I'm about to die, and I'm just accepting my fate. Or, you bitch, I wanted to kill your ass. Or, Sam's over here, the killer, or doing something crazy, and she's like, "Oh shit, you bitch! Don't you let me go, you bitch! Don't drop me." So it's hard to tell, especially after our girl Jenna Ortega just did Wednesday Addams, where she can literally convey emotion without putting any fucking expression on her face. I don't know what the hell's going on here. So once again, another testament to Jenna Ortega's talent. I don't know what the hell she's feeling right there, but it's got the wheels turning in my head right now. Look at that look. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? It's so hard to read that. And there we go. I mentioned him earlier. I didn't even realize he was in this movie till today, seeing him on the poster and in the trailer. Tony Revolori's up in here. And for those of you that might not be familiar with his work, he was in some awesome films that kind of went under the radar, like Dope. He was also in the latest Spider-Man trilogy with Tom Holland, and he played Flash Thompson. Didn't love his version of Flash Thompson, but he was pretty funny. And he's a good actor in his own right. And it's really exciting to see him jump into the horror genre, especially with Scream. Looks like he's going to be another film nerd type thing, because I think you got last podcast on the left poster on over his left shoulder, but looks like his right shoulder if you're looking at it from that perspective, since it's a camera, you know what I'm saying. And it looks like he has a Vertigo Hitchcock poster right there in his dorm room or room, whatever the case is. So I guess he's going to be around college age like the other students. So hopefully he has a pretty good little role up in here. I don't think he's going to make it, but I would like to see Tony Revolori kind of in scenes with Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera and all that, and see kind of him go back and forth with those, especially him and Mindy. I would love to hear a Scream 2-esque sequel discussion with him and Mindy. Hopefully they mirror that kind of stuff right there. There she is. There she is. The MVP of the cast list that we didn't know anything about her role. There she is, the incredibly talented and beautiful Samara Weaving. Radio Silence's almost new muse in a sense, you know. The leading lady of one of the most kick-ass horror thrillers in the last 10, 20, 30 years. I'm talking about Ready or Not from 2019, I think. Dope movie, one of my favorites. Can't wait to own it on the shelf. Can't wait to get the disc plate. I love that movie to death. And that was the movie that gave me faith in my in these guys at Radio Silence. They did good stuff with VHS and Southbound and all that, but that was where I really saw their talent and their skill. And it's going to be awesome to see how Samara Weaving plays into this film. From the looks of her surroundings with the alleyway and with the shot at the end of the trailer, it looks like she might be the opening kill, or at the least she's going to get killed. You'll see why when I get to the end of the trailer, when we get to the last shot. But it looks, I don't know if Samara Weaving's going to be in here a lot, but she is pretty prominent in the first official poster they did for the film. So, hey, it can go either way. She's a busy lady. She is she is a very in-demand actress right now. So, I don't know if she's going to be sticking around for the long haul or have a really integral role to the movie, especially with Kirby coming back, with there being 6, 7, 8 main cast characters kind of in a way. Don't know if there's going to be quite enough screen time for her to really get a big sizable role, but we'll see. Dermot Mulroney right there in the middle of that shrine on the phone might be on some Ghostface shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then you got Chad over here fighting Ghostface, but there's some very interesting stuff in the background there, because you got some Stab posters. You got Stab 2 and Stab 3. So that also brings into account, are they in that one area? So that's what I'm saying. It kind of makes me like, is this some kind of Stab exhibit that they opened up in New York that they're in there after hours? Is this a creepy shrine spot that the Ghostface killers or Ghostface, I'm gonna call them the Ghostface mob, but essentially the Ghostface cult set up, you know, cult of Ghostface and shit? Or is it a horror museum in general? But it's gonna be interesting to see how that all pans out. But yeah, you got the 2 Stab posters right there. Love all these Easter eggs. Really fun. Sam looks like she is getting she's getting thrown the fuck off that roof. That is Sam for show. You can tell from how she's dressed. Goddamn. And her arm looked bloody as fuck right there. So what the hell happened in between then? And is she going to survive that? How high is that drop? Yeesh. And then you get the subway from the subway scene sequence, whatever you want to say, from the last teaser trailer. So I'll kind of let that play out. I didn't notice the Freddy Krueger right there last time. Maybe they didn't show him. I don't know. And then it looks like you got the girl from The Ring back there. So that's kind of cool. And then that last shot right there is what I wanted to highlight with the Samara Weaving thing. So you got this, which I think might be a dream sequence at the end of the day now. That shot. I would believe the way they frame that, it's the opening shot. They tend to do the little slashy scream thing. So I think that at least that little moment is coming from the opening sequence. I'm 90% sure. But with the background the way it is, with the surroundings of Ghostface when he slashes at the camera looks exactly like the surroundings Samara Weaving was in. Right about... See what I mean? See what I'm saying? Like, I think that's definitely in the same area, location, whatever. So I do think Samara Weaving is going to end up being the opening kill. I do definitely think that. And I do think one of the Carpenter sisters is not going to make it out of this movie alive, man. Everybody can't make it out of here unscathed and alive, that's for sure. But that pretty much wraps up the trailer itself. So a lot of really cool, interesting theories, man. And the way that this Ghostface keeps it definitely, you could definitely tell this is not quite a Ghostface we've seen before, which does kind of hint at the fact that it might not be somebody like a Stu Macher or Jill Roberts or even Kirby herself or something like that, because they keep acting like there's someone we haven't seen before and there's someone unconnected to the past. So that's going to be really interesting to see how that pans out. I'm not quite sure. And there's a few images here that I wanted to show, and kind of goes as like a little bit of a companion piece with the trailer. So you got this shot of our four kind of main characters carrying over from the previous film, and I think will be the four most important characters in this thing. And so those people are going to be these four right here. My question is, why are they looking... Okay, because Tara and Sam look really scared. Mindy looks puzzled, and Chad looks like, hey, what's that? So I'm kind of... Their expressions are really interesting. It's a really, really interesting shot. I don't know exactly what to make of that, but very interesting. Very interesting. And then you got, kind of an extension of the first shot we got. This was the first official image in time we saw Kirby Reed and her new look and everything. And I like the hairdo. I think it looks good on Hayden Panettiere. I think she looks great. I don't know what everyone's bitching about. I think she looks cool, but good to see an official shot of her in there. Not doing anything extravagant, but it's cool to see a shot of her in the trailer. I get an official image. And then there she is right there. I mean, there she is, sorry. And there's the Carpenter sisters. And from the way they're dressed and from the surroundings they're in a certain sense, it seems like this is around that bodega scene, and maybe this is the aftermath, and they're like, God damn, we fucked that dude up and fucked some people up in there. So I think this has to connect to that bodega sequence for sure. Potentially the subway, but I think it's going to be the bodega. And there was one last one. And then you got Gale Weathers in that creepy elevator thing that it looks like the main characters were in when all seven of them were together. But she looks like she's dressed the same way they are, so maybe she stumbled across it. Oh, wait, there's a person in the background. And from the way they're dressed, let me look a little closer here. It's either Kirby or the detective guy, but I think I can see a little bit of blonde hair, potentially, and what it looks like a black jacket. But that could be Dermot Mulroney's character. So I'm going to go, wait, there's other people here, dude. I think this is all of them together. You just can't quite make them out on this shot, because there's definitely something back there and a person back there, no doubt. So I think that might be all of them together, and they're just kind of highlighting Gale Weathers finding that little elevator type thing. So, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show off some of those official shots from the Entertainment Weekly article they did the other day. I gotta try to pick up that issue so I can try to read that thing and just get it for my little collection, because I got the whole Scream documentary kind of biography thing going over all the different films leading up to 5, and they did this big interview and cover story with Entertainment Weekly for that last year. So I gotta try to pick that up. I'll have to Google that when I get done with this. But yeah, man, that pretty much does it for the trailer breakdown. I want to hear from y'all in the comments, though. Point out any references or any details you might have missed, and give me your top 2 or 3 suspects. Give me your theories, all that. I want to get into an awesome discussion with each and every one of you awesome horror fans and supporters of the show. Once again, much love to each and every one of you. We hit our first 200 subs the other day, so we're continuing to grow and improve and keep doing what we're doing, but we want to keep growing that awesome, positive community with all of you guys. So make sure all you ladies, gals, and everyone in between are joining and pressing the subscribe button, getting in those comments, getting on our social media, hitting us up over there. Let's discuss and let's start enjoying all this stuff together as a big old community, because that's what this is all about. Discussing and nerding out about all the fandom dopeness we want to talk about, and building a great community to share our art and to discuss what we love the most. So until I see you guys next time, make sure you don't be missing any more of the Scream content. We're going to have a whole hype train to Scream 6. Got a whole bunch of Scream content planned from now all the way up until the release of the film. And once the film drops, we're going to have spoiler-free and spoiler reviews for it. And we're going to re-rank the entire Scream series, all the movies, all 6 of them, obviously, including the new one. And then we're also going to rank all the Ghostface killers from this new film all the way back to the original Billy Loomis and Stu Macher. So make sure you're tuning in for all that goodness. And if you have any ideas for Scream content, drop your suggestions down below this video or any of the other videos we have for this hype train to Scream 6. I'll put the card up there somewhere on the screen so you guys can click over to that and go check out this thing. But until next time, make sure you stay safe out there. And until we see you, hopefully we'll be seeing you again real soon if you're new to the channel. And if you're one of our subscribers, we'll definitely see you very soon. But much love to each and every one of you watching this video. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the week and have an amazing weekend. And until next time, stay tuned. Don't sleep. Get it up!